Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go, this is Valley News Live at noon.
It is here, Election Day 2016, and voters are jamming into polling places in towns all over the Valley to pick a new president. Of course, that is a major draw. Hi, everyone, and thank you very much for joining us. I'm Kyle Bosch. Most polls opened at 7 this morning, and it's been a steady stream of people ever since. We want to go live right away this noon hour to Valley News Team's Giovanna Simic, who is at the Baymont Inn in South Fargo. Giovanna, what has turnout been like so far there?
Kyle, as you mentioned, people are getting out, people are voting. Now, just before noon, there was a huge line over to my right, and people working this precinct have told me that they are expecting a lunch rush, but they're always preparing. They're not sure if they're going to get one, but they are ready just in case. Now, I have called City Auditor's office in the Red River Valley, and as of 11 a.m., in Cass County, they had 2,308 voters, and in Grand Forks they told me since 10 a.m. they had close to 5,000 voters. They are saying they are busy. It's been hectic, but people are getting out and people are voting. Now, one surprising statistic that I was told from Clay County Auditor's Office is that early voting went up 167% from the last presidential election. Now, if you haven't gotten a chance to vote, polling places are open until 8 tonight. Make sure you get a chance, go out, vote. Do your duty as an American citizen. I know I did. Reporting live, Giovanna Simic, Valley News Live.
All right, Giovanna, thank you very much. North Dakota's Republican candidate for governor is among those getting out to vote today. No special treatment for Doug Burgum, though, at his precinct in downtown Fargo at the library. It was quite busy there, and like everybody else, he had to wait in line. Burgum, of course, is running against Democratic State Representative Marvin Nelson of Rolla and Fargo businessman Marty Riskey, who is running on the Libertarian ticket. Well, the weather gods are certainly cooperating with voters in the Valley. Let's get a quick check of our forecast with meteorologist Lisa Green.
Good afternoon. Yes, it's a beautiful day out there. Temperatures are warming up. We've got lots of sunshine and the wind is giving us a break today as well. So a great one out there. 50 degrees right now in Fargo, 53 in Grand Forks. It's 52 in Wadena and in Fergus Falls. In the warm spot, Langdon at 54 degrees. There's still a couple of places hanging around the 40s, but we'll get those temperatures warmed up there as well. Clear skies throughout much of the valley. A few more clouds up around the Towner County region. More clouds back to the west, but we're enjoying that sunny sky. So today, if you are planning to head out and vote, still we've got a pretty decent forecast for you. Of course, at noon, we're right at 50, and then this afternoon, we'll be into those mid-50s with more sunshine. And this evening, for you late voters, temperatures will be into the 40s. And we should have some light wind all day long and just some really decent conditions. And this stretch does continue in the forecast. I'll have more on that in just a few minutes.
All right, we will see you then. Thank you very much, Lisa. Turning back to our election 2016 coverage, besides the big races for president and North Dakota governor, there is also a U.S. House race in North Dakota between incumbent Republican Kevin Cramer, Democratic nominee Chase Iron-Eyes, and Libertarian candidate Jack Seaman. And for the 7th District U.S. House seat in Minnesota, Republican Dave Hughes is challenging longtime Democratic Congressman Colin Peterson. Well, of course, we are not just electing politicians today. Several measures are also on the ballot. North Dakotans are among voters in 9 states deciding on whether to legalize either medical or recreational marijuana. It's medical marijuana in North Dakota. Voters in North Dakota will also be voting on measures that would expand the rights of crime victims, increase the tax on tobacco products, issue residency requirements for state lawmakers, and decide how money can be spent from a special fund that's set up for public schools. Well, it is looking like turnout for this election could be one for the ages. Many places set records for early voting, and this morning poll watchers across the country are reporting long lines in some places that have never seen long lines before. Among those casting their ballots already today, both of the presidential candidates. Craig Bodswell has the very latest on a divisive campaign that is finally coming to an end.
Supporters mobbed Hillary Clinton and her husband, former President Bill Clinton, as they filled out their ballots in their hometown of Chappaqua, New York. She greeted voters waiting outside and said she feels humbled.
I know how much responsibility goes with this, and so many people are counting on the outcome of this election.
Her running mate, Tim Kaine, got an even earlier start, casting his ballot at 6 a.m. in Richmond, Virginia. Donald Trump voted a few hours later in New York City.
Looking very good. Right now it's looking very good.
Based on a CBS News analysis, Hillary Clinton leads Donald Trump 214 to 186 in electoral votes. But a number of states remain up for grabs, and the outcome will likely depend on voter turnout. Trump got off to an early lead when the first voters cast ballots in some parts of New Hampshire just after midnight. Then in the early morning hours, there were long lines of voters from New York to California, from Maine to Miami.
I really definitely just think it's important for me to exercise my right to vote.
People's choice. All America is not like me.
While there were no perfect choices in this one, I feel like one candidate was clearly above and beyond the other.
Both Clinton and Trump plan to hold election night parties in New York City to watch the results. Craig Boswell, CBS News, Sterling, Virginia.
And of course, you can be sure to watch the results right here on Valley News Live. We are your home for complete election coverage. We'll have team coverage from around the valley and around the country. Our special election night coverage begins at 7:25 and continues all the way through the valley today, tomorrow morning. Well, turning to other news headlines for you this afternoon. New for you at noon, a 12-year-old boy is being treated for injuries after he was hit by a car while riding his bike this morning. It happened just before 8 at the intersection of 20th Street and 32nd Avenue South in Grand Forks. Police say the boy was in the crosswalk when he was hit by a car driven by Julie Soderberg. She told police that she did not see the boy. There is no word on the extent of his injuries. Also new for you at noon, police are looking for a missing teen who they say is endangered. 15-year-old Alicia Mitzel was last seen in West Fargo October 25th. She's 5'4", 120 pounds with brown eyes and dark brown hair. If you have any information on her location, you can contact West Fargo Police at the number on your screen, 701-433-5540. A Wadena, Minnesota murder suspect is in a Twin Cities hospital after crashing his car during a police chase. Officers were called out to a Wadena home yesterday afternoon on a report of a man with a gun. They found 27-year-old Margaret St. Marie dead from apparent gunshot wounds. They then saw someone driving away from that scene. The chase finally ended in Otter Tail County when Antonio St. Marie crashed head-on into a pickup. He was life-flighted to North Memorial Hospital with serious injuries. Fargo police say they're looking for a suspect who took off after a disturbance involving a knife overnight. Police set up a perimeter near the Super 8 Motel on Interstate Boulevard around 1:30 this morning. Officers say that a fight had broken out between two people, and then one of them took off with the other person's money. Police say there is not a threat to the general public because of this incident. Well, Grand Forks police are asking for the public's help with information on a stolen car that was found torched this morning. It was taken from the 2000 block of Dyke Avenue and found burning on 16th Street North in Grand Forks. Contact Grand Forks Police if you have any information.